Mic check 1 2, this is how we do. Tuned in live, yeah, we coming through. Franchella got the vibe, she's spitting the truth. Leonard dropping gems like the sky so blue. Birdman in the corner with the heat in his head. Every second Tuesday we taking a stand. Facebook live, got the fam on demand. Keep it 100, that's the only plan. Real, recognize real, knew the deal. Talk radio show, yeah, the truth we reveal. Dynamic guests, keep it fresh, keep it still. Every second Tuesday we coming to Hill. 7 p.m. Eastern, you better set the clock. Live stream buzzing like a beatbox knock. We got convo sparking like a fire on the block. Tune in or miss out, that's the realest talk. From culture to the hustle to the dreams we chase. Ain't no filter here, nah, we keep it straight. Laughter and the wisdom in the same space. Talk radio, yeah, this the place. Real, recognize real, knew the deal. Talk radio show, yeah, the truth we reveal. Dynamic guests, keep it fresh, keep it still. Every second Tuesday we coming to Hill. Mic check 1 2, this is how we do. Tuned in live, here we coming through. Franchella got the vibe, she's spitting the truth. Leonard dropping gems like the sky so blue. Birdman in the corner with the heat in his hand. Every second Tuesday we taking a stand. Facebook live, got the fam on demand. Keep it 100, that's the only plan. Real, recognize real, knew the deal. Talk radio show, yeah, the truth we reveal. Dynamic guests, keep it fresh, keep it still. Every second Tuesday we coming to Hill.
Yes, welcome welcome to the Real Recognize Real Talk radio show. Yes, I am your host, Franchella.
And I am Birdman, the co-host.
Yes, and of course, our beautiful co-host, Lynette. She is absent tonight. She's doing her thing. She's filming tonight. So, of course, we always miss you when you're not around, Lynette. But we're going to hold it down. What's up, Birdman?
Nothing, Fran. Listen, I'm glad to be rocking and rolling with you. I'm used to the trio, but it's a duo, but we still going to make it do what it do.
Hey, let them know. But I'm excited, we got some amazing guests tonight.
Yes, right? We do. This is, all of our shows are awesome, friend, but I think this is going to be a great show. This is going to be one of those shows that we're going to have to put a rebroadcast on.
Right. There you go. So, but you know what? Because we value people's time.
Yes.
And so without further ado, we're going to bring up our guests right now. Yes. But once again, guys, share. Thank you so much for always tuning in and showing us some love. So let's bring up the man, Lovell Jones. How are you?
Hey, I am fine. I'm having a little trouble hearing you guys. The volume is really low.
Is it? Okay, let's see. Technology is a little cray-cray. How's that? Still low?
Still the same.
Still the same?
Yeah, I can barely hear you guys.
Oh. I wonder if it's on your end. Are you turned all the way up?
Yes.
Are you turned all the way up? Okay.
I am turned all the way up.
Because we hear you good, Val.
Yeah, we hear you good. We hear each other good.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta talk a little louder, Birdman.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got to get closer where I can hear you guys.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Let's also bring up, he's under the weather today, so I was just informed that he will not be on camera. But it is what it is. Hoping he feels better.
Yes. Okay.
Carey Kelly. Hi, Carey.
Hey, Carey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right.
Good.
All right.
How are you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can hear y'all pretty good.
You can hear us good.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not on camera right now. Just a little bit up under the weather. So
right. No, we get it. We understand. We understand.
Yeah.
Vel, can you hear? Can you hear Franchella and I? Lavelle, can you hear us?
He
Okay.
said just a
Very
little.
little.
Are you
You know
using
what? Maybe I should. I know it's technology. I know we're live. Maybe I should log out and log back in. See if that helps.
sure. Are you using your computer or are you using
I'm using my phone,
using
my
your
cell
phone?
phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. You can try that, but it's probably make sure your cell phone volume is all the way up.
It is.
And then when you come into the show, it asks you about your audio. So make sure you say yes to that.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. See ya. See you in a minute.
In a minute, Val,
Uh,
yes.
All right, Carey. So we're gonna get right into it. We want to talk to you, of course, about what's going on, and the little bio that you sent me. It says to those who don't know, Carey Kelly is the younger brother of R&B superstar R. Kelly.
Yes.
He had a front row seat to one of the saddest stories ever told. This is not an overnight project. It's over 20 years in the making. He had to live it to tell it, and there's no other better way to pull it together than to give you the inside look of his life with his brother R. Kelly. And Lovell is the executive producer as well as Carey on this project, and they're going to be telling you about where they are with it and just insight on the project itself. So Carey, just tell us a little bit about the Joanne boys. Joanne is your mother, right? Carey?
yes, Joanne. Yeah. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you now.
Can you speak up a little bit, Carey?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, let me bring up Lovell. Lovell, can you hear us better?
Yes, I'm back. That's perfect.
Yes. Great, Val. Great.
Awesome. All right, let me take this off because y'all know I can't see, so I need to read. Before you answer that question, Carey, let me read Lovell's bio. And so this part I miss my co-host because she's usually the one that's reading these bios.
Yes, Lynette. She's the bio reader.
Yes. Okay, Lovell Jones, a longtime family friend and music executive, CEO of Urban City Entertainment, believed in Carey's vision from day one. Together, they worked as a team to bring the story to life. Lovell started out in the entertainment industry as a national recording artist with MCA back in the 90s. He's worked with lists of artists and producers, among those who in the industry: R. Kelly, Keith Sweat, Ronnie Jenkins, Gerald Levert, Angie Stone, and D'Angelo, rest in peace, and many more before transitioning over to developing film and TV content. He's a co-producer of the Gold City stage on the Peacock Network and currently in production of the R. Kelly movie titled My Mind is Telling Me No. So welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. So we were just getting right into it, asking Carey a little bit about this project, to tell us about the Joanne boys and what does he want people to take away from the show.
Yes.
Okay.
Carey?
Well, basically, you know, my mom, well, our mom, Joanne, she was. Can y'all hear me good now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she was the best way to describe her is she was a realist. Um, you know you couldn't pull wool over her eyes. She gonna give it to you straight up.
Right.
And if it hurts your feelings, then that means you got to stop doing what you're doing, so she won't have to tell you about yourself. That's who my mama was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, from her perspective, and how we was raised and growing up and things of that nature, and how she was on us about doing the right thing. You know, she didn't expect us to be perfect, but if we messed up, we was gonna hear from Joanne until we corrected it. So with knowing that, and she's not here to tell the things that we actually, you know, is living right now, and the things that we going through. She's not here to tell that because she's gone. So
Okay.
my perspective, over 20 years ago, me and Lovell came together, and I was just saying that, you know, I I need to be able to jot everything down. Um, you know, things that, you know, the good times, the bad times, the, you know, the funny times, everything, to be able to continue with mama's legacy. You know, it's a lot of things out there that people um is hearing that I don't know where they got it from, probably the internet somewhere, but
Mhm.
it's so far beyond from the truth of a lot of things. You know, people take the narrative and different stories and they run with it, and that's what it is.
Mhm. And
Okay.
let me
And
interject
you know,
a little bit about where we're coming from. We're trying to tell a story from an angle that's never been told before. We're not trying to dismiss any of the victims or anything like that. We're showing the family dynamic. And the most powerful thing about this story is this could be my story. This could be anybody's story. It just happened to have a superstar, R. Kelly, in the story. But it's a story about a family dynamic. It's a story about a mother trying to raise her kids the best way she can, who's working two, three jobs, you know, kids taking care of kids and watching kids. It's a story that involves some sexual abuse, you know, by family members and, you know, other people in the neighborhood. Um, and these things, it's about secrets. It's about secrets that family keep that eventually tear families apart. That's why the story is so powerful being told from this angle because, you know, before um, R. Kelly preyed or anybody preys on somebody else, they were a victim themselves. We're not trying to defend anything he's saying. We're just basically trying to humanize the story, show it from a different angle, a human side, a family side that everybody can relate to.
Okay. And Bell, and can I ask you and Carrie a question? Has
Yes.
has have you guys collaborated with R. Kelly as well, or he's is he a part of this project, or is this is basically just you two?
Yeah. Well, I'll go first. No, we haven't collaborated with him. We're telling this story from Carrie's point of view,
Okay.
and he's actually going to be narrating it. And the main reason is why is because even after everything that's transpired, Rob has still have a problem with, you know, coming clean, telling the truth, and that's the saddest part of this story because, you know, America is good at forgiving folks. If you
Right.
admit you're wrong, say you need some help, you know, I don't know what was going on, I need help, and you know, um, but his ego wouldn't let him. His ego won't let him. You know, he still keeps up the facade that he didn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so you'll never get the uncut, raw, true story from Rob. And so that's why we're going the angle we're going. We're telling the story from Carrie's point of view.
Okay. And
Right.
Carrie, has this put a strain on you and R. Kelly's kind of relationship?
well, I mean, to be honest with you, um, everything then put a strain on my whole family. Not just it's not just about me and Robert relationship, my kids, my children,
Yeah.
they didn't understand a lot of things that happened and the things that took place. They were outside in, and all they know is why you saying that about Uncle Robert? Because it's the truth. So
Right.
that right there is something that, you know, when my kids was little, they I guess they seemed to they was getting jumped on at school when they
Hold on
was
one second.
attending
Yeah.
school, and you know,
Carrie,
Right.
grammar school.
Gary.
we're getting a bad connection. You see if you can move to a better
Uh,
position.
what
Yeah.
about
We can hear
what
you.
about now?
That's better.
Y'all hear
Yes.
me? Y'all hear me better now?
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe
Okay,
stay in that position.
My kids was getting jumped on at school. You know, because what a lot of people seem to forget is, you know, I was brought up in the videotape when I did the Judge Mathis show. A lot of people seem to forget that. When that happened, they subpoenaed the tape from Judge Mathis and brought it into the courtroom of the 2008 trial.
Wow.
Oh,
And Robert lawyers said that, you know, yeah, that could be his brother. So my kids was fighting every day, okay, just to protect my name, to protect my
wow.
name. They getting jumped on by adults,
Wow.
okay. So those are the things that that really motivated me to be able to tell my side of the story, because that was crazy, because you got kids jumping on my kids. Then also you got adults, which is their parents, jumping in on it, and it's all about who they think they know my brother. Nobody know my brother like I do.
Right.
Nobody. I don't care who they are, who they is, or what. Nobody know him. So
Right.
that was the whole situation right there that really kind of veered things kind of off, because I went in deep mode of protecting myself. I have a right to be able to protect myself, especially when someone is telling a lie. It's not the truth, nowhere near the truth, none whatsoever at all. Because if it was, I would have been in jail. So those are the things that people seem to forget that actually happened to me and my intermediate family, with my kids and kids' mothers and things of that nature. So those and it's still lingering on. It's still happening. So the truth got to get out there, because people only going by what they see and what they believe. It's almost like somebody telling one. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot
No,
of things
absolutely.
that we're doing is going to be validated.
Mm-hmm.
Validated. I'm talking about people that grew up with us from childhood, people that been around us for a long time, even when my mama was living. These things are going to be validated. So yeah, that's why it's very important, because right now it's one-sided stories out there.
Right.
Right. And the internet is vicious,
Yeah.
social media is vicious, and there are so many different stories, as you say, and you bringing your story to light from your view is probably going to save your family from all of the harassment and different things that are going on. So hopefully this project will clear up a lot of the he say she say, and get a clearer picture of through your eyes, because you lived it. You were
Absolutely.
the brother, the child of Joanne. So you knew exactly what took place in your household. Nobody knows that but you. And so
Absolutely.
I think it's very important, because it's a healing process, and your story could possibly heal others who are going. We just don't know. It could be a next door neighbor. So many people are going through the same similar situations, and being quiet is not the answer.
And
Um,
And you know what, Karen, can I jump in? And Bell, this question to you as well. Did you get any backlash when you took on the project? And do you think of us as Afro American people, all of us, that when we talk about things that happen in our family, we're kind of throwing our family under the bus because we come from a culture that says, don't put your business out there. This should stay right in the,
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I don't have any personal backlash, but we know we're up against some hurdles with this project. It's a very sensitive project. And I do want to make a statement and say this project is not to demonize R. Kelly.
Right.
It's not to excuse anything he did. It's to humanize the story. And this story is unlike anyone else. This story could be the next door neighbor's story. It could be my story, and that's where the power lies in the story because it's therapy. It's therapy for Carey to get this out, and it's been so taboo for the African American community to talk about exactly what goes on as far as sexual abuse, physical abuse. In the family, with what goes on in this house stays in this house. Whose mother hasn't said that? You know what I'm saying? So this project has many, many tentacles, and I think it's going to resonate with people on many levels.
Wow. And I just had a conversation
make,
with my daughter earlier today about, in the schools. I know you're telling it through film and a lot of documentaries that are out there, but in the schools, if we just have life courses to talk about these things, from kindergarten on
Absolutely.
up, if somebody touches you, about your hygiene, just things that we have to deal with for life, suicide, bullying. Like if we talked about this at such a young age, and I know it's supposed to be talked about within the family, but it's not. You don't learn certain things until you get outside in the streets most of the time. So
Absolutely.
if I think that if it's taught in the classroom, and it's so important because it's what we have to deal with so many have to deal with at a young age and growing up, how to handle, you see a gun. Like, I think we would live in such a better world if this was part of the curriculum in our schools versus.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to touch on what you guys just spoke on. It was very powerful on what you just said because we do need something like that to be able to probably help the kids, where they don't feel like they outcast or they don't feel like they not wanted, to be to be hanging around people, or people don't want to hang around them because they expressing themselves on things that they actually want to change and be whole. And now and I've been using it for many years because that's all I know. Yeah, we was raised in the hood, in the ghetto, in the projects, and so we can kind of identify with a lot of people that's from the hood, a lot of people that's from the projects, a lot of people that didn't have anything. But one thing that common sense tells me is if I'm in the ghetto and I'm in the hood and I'm in the car with one of my homies and we ride and he got a strap up under his seat and he get pulled over and he says mine, where do the loyalty come in at then? Do I say, oh, I'm gonna keep quiet, I ain't gonna say nothing because it's the hood? Or do I say, by him saying it's mine, do I say, no, that ain't mine, that's his?
Right.
At what point do we say, hey, all right, I kept it real. His business of what he got in his car, he got them keys in the trunk, or whatever. That's his business. I ain't said nothing. But to get pulled over and he says it's mine, that's the situation I felt like I was put in.
wow.
In other words, I knew my brother had a problem. It wasn't my business until I was brought in it. When I was brought in it, once I was brought in it, it put me in a situation where I got kids that's looking up to me. growing up. I have to teach them integrity. I have to teach them to be able to stand up. If you don't stand up for what you believe in, you will fall for anything. I didn't have no money, no power, no nothing. And I just stood up with the grace of God, knowing that most of the people was going to be against me for standing up. But I had to show them that it's okay to stand up. You know you right, and God knows that you righteous in your endeavors. But so that's the situation that I felt like I was putting in, where I'm just riding, and there it is. They say, hey, this, this is his. And I'm like, that ain't mine. So let's keep it 100 now. Since we gonna say it's mine, and I know it ain't mine, and this person know it ain't mine. Like,
right.
Robert Attorney said
here's
that
the question, Carey. So, Carey, here's the question. So prior to you getting pulled over, and did you already know he had the gun under the seat versus, so that's the question. It's like, people close their eyes and they're blind to everything. And like, it's not my business. I'm not going to say nothing. And then when it comes down to the wire where, you could reprimand it for it, then you want to say something. So what do you say about that?
Let me say this. Let me say this. Would tell you, because he was on tour with me. I used to get sent home for telling my brother, even a brother.
You got to find a better. I'm sorry. You got to find a better spot, Carey. You're going in and out. You're going in and out.
What about now?
It's still patchy.
What about now?
That sounds good.
That sounds better.
Yes.
Okay. This was a brother-to-brother conversation. I would get sent home every time. I would get fired because I'm talking to my brother. Hey, man, look, do you realize who you are? Do you know what you stand to lose? Do you know what you on the line? So these conversations that I had brother to brother, okay? So as far as getting in the car and knowing what was in the car, yeah, I was out there, and I was out there on tour, but I called myself helping my brother becoming his conscious. And that's what we stayed into it over. That's ironic. We stayed into it over me trying to let him know what he's standing to lose. And it's crazy because my mama told him this years before she died. She told him this. She told him that if he did not be careful, that his downfall will be these women that don't care nothing about him. My mama said this out of her own mouth. So with me being there, I'm trying to remind him, hey, you can't go that route. So yeah, I kind of knew what was going on. I knew the situation, but I thought I can get through to my brother. Sometimes when you at that status quo, and everybody is doing everything that you say with no questions asked, you seem like the hater. Because you saying, hey, you shouldn't do that, man. Hey, bro, if I was you, I would rethink. You seem like the person that's hating, but you really the person that's really loving. But the people that's there and they got their jobs and they want to secure their jobs, they just gonna say, hey, Rob, man, you right, man. You right. That's it. And that's how that goes. And that's what was constantly going on to the point where he say, man, everybody that love me, they basically tell me that I'm right, and you and other people in the family is saying that I'm wrong. Why is that? See, he started becoming acclimated to everybody kissing his butt and telling him things that he wanted to hear, not the things that he didn't want to hear, the things that he needed to hear. Right. And that's what caused the situation to be out of control with me just as a brother. One thing that Robert needed to understand from me is I loved you before you became R. Kelly. You was Robert Sylvester Kelly to me. Before you seen a dime, before you seen fame, before women was calling you. We had fun as brothers, sleeping in the same bed. And that's where I'm coming from. I didn't care about the money. I I didn't care about nothing. I cared about my brother.
Do you guys think that you could ever reconnect and go back to how you were before he became this big mega star? You think you can patch that up? Because the bottom line is all you have is family, and now that your mom is gone, you guys just have each other. You think that you can mend that relationship?
Well, to be honest with you, Birdman, I've been doing that for over 20 years. And it's, you know, I wouldn't say people can validate it, because people can't put me in heaven or hell. Only God can. And it depends on me. So I've been doing this for over 20 some years because I know how we was raised. You know, I'm the baby.
Okay.
Mama saved my life 6 months before she died. Okay. So when I say things, it's like, you know, I'm not perfect, but I fear God. And I'm not gonna tell anything that's not true out here, you know, so I can get people to start talking about me and saying good things about me. No, I feel like that it is my job to be able to come from that place that most of my family members are scared to come from, the truth. And that's real. So I've been doing it. I've been trying with my older brother, with my sister, with all of my siblings, but they are not. God showed me that they not on the level that I'm on. In order for us to be what you just said, we have to be on that level of and let bygones be bygones. First of all, we have to know that there's a problem. It's like almost like drugs. They say the first step to recovery is admitting, right? They say the truth is the way in the light. So if we can't agree to disagree on that, it's gonna always be a problem.
I think and it's crazy in the Black community, the stigma of therapy. But I think, if everybody really agreed upon it, having and going to therapy would actually help, because when you sit there and you everybody has their own opinion, they have their own side, their own story. You're kind of not listening to each other. You always have to have somebody in the middle that can kind of diffuse what's going on and give their professional opinion of the family dynamic. I don't think, he's hearing you. And I don't know now with R. Kelly being in the situation that he's in, where he's still, and he can't do what he's been doing, and he doesn't have the people now telling him, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. If he will not at this point listen, he wasn't listening before. You're saying as a brother, you were actually telling him his wrongs, but because he already was up here, his head was already up here, and who he was not listening to you. And you're what, his little brother, right? So it's like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I'm getting this money. I'm out here. I'm famous. I'm not. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
Sometimes people don't think that they can be touched, and now he's been touched. He's in the situation that he's in now. It's not just in entertainment. This kind of situations are in all walks of life. So you coming forward, Carey, and telling your story can possibly heal someone else who might be going through the same situation and don't know how to handle it, don't know how to speak up, don't know how to tell their story. So I do commend you on that. So Lovell, you're a executive producer on this series.
Yes.
How do you feel there are going with it? I see you have like 20 episodes?
20 episodes is already developed. So we have 2 seasons already developed, starting from early on when they were kids, young kids. I think we started when Killer was like 5 or 6, and the show develops. What we're trying to do is build a connection with the characters and create a connection with the characters that feel like, hey, this could be my neighbor, this could be my aunt, this could be my cousin. And that's why we're going way back. showing everything from the beginning. And so it wasn't it was so much material that, you know, we do have a movie in the making, but 2 hours couldn't encompass all the information that this story has to tell.
Right, exactly. And I see that, you know, you have some star-studded people that you want to cast for this. You have casted already, right? Or
Absolutely. Well, we've done letters of intent. That's for the movie. So we've done the letter of intent. So the movie is going to precede the series. So the movie is like a trailer to the series. And so we would love to lock the same actors in for the series after we complete the movie.
Awesome. So can I show the trailer?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, let's show the trailer.
Awesome. Awesome.
Cause there's always certain times when you're hard to find. You're on the go, I'm on the go, we're on the go. I can't catch you no more, I can't see you no more. And I no longer can be ignored. Cause at once upon a time it was you I adored.
How was that?
Hey, step out, baby girl. This is effortless for you. You a star. I want you to know I'm always gonna be by your side. You ready?
Thank you.
I'm gonna play that one back. Mr. Kelly? Mr. Kelly? Mr. Kelly? I'm sorry. Mr. Kelly, please take your seat. We will now hear opening statements from the defendant's counsel.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning, because there's nothing good about what's happening here today, as we witness the defamation of a damaged man's character. Let's take it back to the beginning.
Growing up in the projects of Chicago was hard, but living in my place was harder.
Joey, Flum, I'm off to work. Look out for your brothers and make them something to eat. You hear me?
Okay, Mama. Robert, get in here, boy.
Is it an action figure? What is it?
It's a piano. You can make music with it. Can't wait to see what your boys can do with those.
For my mama, everything was about to change.
Wink. We just got your test results back from the lab and just wanted to come talk to you. There's no easy way to say this, so I just come out and say it. The cancer has progressed to stage 4.
How long?
I'm sorry.
Robin never liked our mama's boyfriend. We didn't much either.
Hey, I'm tired of this shit, man. You letting this man treat you like dirt? He don't have no respect.
Better calm down, boy. What's gotten into you?
He been cheating on you since the beginning, and you just let that shit slide. I'm dealing with this no more, mama. I'm serious.
Just trying to be happy in the time I have left. What are you saying, Robert?
It's either me or him. Us or him.
Excuse me?
If you don't leave that man, I'm done helping. I'm done.
After all these years of taking care of you and your brothers, you got the nerve to say this to me? While I'm laying up in this hospital bed fighting for my life, you saying this to me? Get out. I don't need your money, Robert. Why you trying to control me with it? I go back to work with Stage 4 Cancer before I take another dime from you, boy. Get out.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Wow. That's
Okay, so yeah,
Patch.
that's the concept for this. That's the concept for the series.
Yes.
Proof of concept for the series.
wow.
Yes, absolutely. That it looks amazing. I mean, you always have to start the story at the very beginning. There's no way
Absolutely.
you can start it, you know, as a teenager or as an adult. It doesn't show the full picture. So I get it.
Absolutely.
You know, the life story that Carey has to tell is definitely going to. They lived it in years. You know, you can't tell something like that in the 2 hours. So
Absolutely.
So when it come out in 2026, right?
Well, we have 2 seasons already scripted and written.
Okay.
We have funding in place for the movie. We don't have funding in place for the series yet, so we're still shopping the series to different platforms, and we're still looking for investors, and we're still looking for partners to come on board to bring this thing to life. So right now we have a great concept, and the movie is going to be the trailer for this, and that should give us plenty momentum. But yeah, we're still in the development stages.
Awesome. Awesome.
And Vel, can I ask you this question?
Yes.
When did you meet R. Kelly? When you were in your R&B career group twice, you guys were friends as well, right?
Absolutely. So we had signed to deal with MCA Silas, and we were in the process. It took us a couple of years to finish our album. But during that process, we took a gig with R. Kelly singing background. That's how we came to know Carey, his whole family. We became like brothers. We were together every day. We toured the world every day. So we seen everything. We experienced everything together. We experienced, the type of person he was. I experienced how he treated his family. I look at those type things. It was like a Jekyll and Hyde. I would be in awe in the daytime, standing on the stage while we rehearse, just in amazement of his talent. But when we stepped off the stage, I was not in awe of the person that he was and how he treated the people around him.
Wow. And do you think that a lot of entertainers do that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing a lot and have like people fooled about thinking that who they are on stage is who they are, off the stage?
Yeah. I'm not going to say a lot of them. I know some do, but this is a very extreme case. Robert was fighting an entity. There was definitely 2 entities. There was Robert Kelly, and then there was R. Kelly, his alter ego. And from a perspective that I'm seeing it is that he created R. Kelly, the alter ego, to protect Robert, the little boy who was damaged. And R. Kelly could get away with anything. He had the power, he had the money, he had the stardom, and he could get away with things and cause havoc and control things where Robert, the little boy, never had control. He was a victim. And so this is where I think the dynamic began, and there was an inner struggle.
Absolutely. And you know what, in entertainment, I mean, I haven't really seen it, lately. I think everybody in the entertainment world thought they were untouchable. So they thought that they can do anything and get away with it, and now we have the R. Kelly, the Puffy, and now it's like, I think a lot of people who have that, Mr. Jekyll and Hyde type of personality will do a 360, you know, unless they have something, you know, to hide in the manner of R. Kelly and Puffy. If it's something, you know, that's not damaging, I think they would look twice on how they're handling certain things, how they
Absolutely.
are, even with, you know, Bill Cosby. It's just like how they're, you know, talking or handling their secretaries, their executive, you know, people of a different gender. So yeah, I think it has kind of turned Hollywood upside down.
Absolutely.
To, you know, and it's sad that some people, like, you know, I mean, or his music, you can't deny his music. His music is
Yeah.
phenomenal, you
Yeah.
know. The songs, you know, he's a very creative genius, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just
He
sad
was
that
he's anointed. And let me
yeah.
just interject. His gift is from God, and he knows that. And that's where the inner battle was coming from. Sometimes God will sit you down, you know what I'm saying? Because you're operating outside of his will. You know what I'm saying? You're operating outside of the gifts that he gave to you. And so this is the time where, you know, Robert has to reflect and he has to do some soul searching, and there has to be a change, you know. And with that comes humiliation. You know what I'm saying? The world sees what you've done, and now it's time to switch to a 360 and ask for forgiveness and really mean it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you got to make amends.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully he
I just
will,
want to
you
say
know.
something, guys.
Sure.
Right.
I wanted to say something like, for me, the world is another, that's another situation. But I started seeing the changes with my mom. With you know, and all of us got a mother. If it wasn't for our mother, we wouldn't be here. So that's I'm strong about that. When I start seeing the change with my mama, oh, we got a problem, you know, because she actually went back to work. She was an EKG technician and she was a phlebotomist. She was into the medical field. She went back to work with stage 4 cancer, just like what you just seen, because he said he was going to cut off. That is real. It's record that she worked at the hospital, same hospital she died in, same hospital she saved my life in. This is real. But you know, he's just making it up. This can be validated. So when it started there, I knew he had lost his whole mind when it started with our mama. And like she said, you know, I don't need your money. And you know, I'm not gonna and that right there was the first time I ever really seen a woman stand up and be so strong. She got stage 4 cancer. That's a strong woman, and your son is at the top of his game, and everybody in the world is kneeling down praising him. And he got the money, and you refuse to kiss his butt. You refuse it. So that right there showed me that my mama was one of the strongest woman I ever knew.
So Carey, let me ask this. So when he redid the song Sadie, do you think that was his hurt letting, like, I'm sorry I did that to my mom? Because that song
most definitely. Most definitely.
okay.
Like our stepfather, you know, we really didn't care for him like that, but he was the man that stepped in our dad's place and took care of us and did a lot of things because my mama wouldn't have had it no other way.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you know, it was about her being happy in her last days, and he tried to take that away from her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and she refused for that to be taken away from her. She, you know, she like, you know, I want to live my life, the rest of my life that I have here. I don't know how long it is, but I want to live the rest of my life basically with the person that I really love and the person that care about me, whether we had good times, bad times, or whatever. And she had that right. That was a right. She had that right. And so basically he tried to control that.
Wow. You know, I mean, and the Bible says, honor your mother and father, and your days on earth will be long.
Yes.
So he, you know, and you don't, the crazy part is you really don't know the guilt that he could possibly be holding.
Yes.
You know, with the facade of, you know, I'm R. Kelly, I'm, you know, I'm this person, that person, I'm bigger than, you know, the next person. But he has a lot of deep-rooted problems that hopefully now that he can own up to it and he can correct it and, you know, and be a different person, you know, because, you know, hopefully, I don't know, you know, if he's saved or not, but sometimes you have to sit still, and that's where God places you to find him, to have a relationship. So, but you know, we want to thank you guys so much for like coming on the Real Recognize Real show and keeping it real. Please continue to keep us informed of where you are in the process. We will put this out on our page and our website. You know, even looking for anyone that can help, you know, funding with the project, because it definitely is something that needs to be told, and so many people that need to heal from this story.
Absolutely.
And friend, I wanted to both of you guys. Vel, that's my buddy. We go way back, and I want to let you know, friend. Vel sings his face off. You gotta hear Vel sing. Oh my God, Vel.
You know what? I'm Birdman. Thank you, because I had that on my list. You know, we don't let nobody get off this show without giving us a little something.
Vel can sing. Now, I don't know if Carey can sing like his brother, but I know Vel can sing as well.
Yes. All right, come on, Lovell. Give us a little something, please.
Oh, live? Oh no.
Yes.
I'm not prepared to sing a cappella live. But next time I'm on the show, I sure will. We'll have some music for you to play.
He sings, and we
okay. I'm holding to it because we want to do a Christmas show, and so we want to bring back everybody that said they're going to come back and they're going to sing. Yep, that's what we're going to do.
So we're working. Okay, we're working on the soundtrack for the movie and the series. So we have some powerful music. We're going to send you guys some music, so you know we can play it next time on. You know, we can talk a little bit more, lighten it up a little bit, talk a little bit more about the music and stuff, because that's really where music is the soundtrack of life, and we're going to have who's who in R&B on this. It's going to be strictly R&B. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you had A Million Reasons and
yeah,
in
absolutely.
my own, yeah,
In My Own Darkness.
I do have those queued up. If you want me to play one of them.
You know what? Play In My Own Darkness, and I'll set the song up.
Okay.
We wrote this from a perspective that Rob right now is sitting in his cell, and he has to live with the decisions he's made. He hasn't come clean. He hasn't really publicly apologized, but in his soul, he knows what he's done wrong. You know what I'm saying? And this is a conversation that he would be having with himself. That's the perspective we wrote the song in. It's called In My Own Darkness.
In my own darkness, I feel every wrong turn. I hear every lie I told. I feel every heart I've burned. Your mistakes are gigantic. when you're in the public sight, but no one knows my heart or how many times I cried in my own darkness. All I have is time to replay all the wrong I've done over and over in my mind, in my own prison, which is my broken heart. I deal with what I've done myself, and that's the hardest part. In my own darkness, I see mama's face, looking down from heaven in such disgrace. She taught me better, and I just threw it all away. She told me this would happen to me one day if I didn't change my ways. In my own darkness, all I have is time to replay all the wrong I've done over and over in my mind, in my own prison, which is my broken heart. I deal with what I've done to myself, and that's the hardest part. What would it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Now I'm just one of the saddest stories ever told. Oh, take heed and never make the same mistakes. I'll never live this down, no matter how long it takes. Hey, in my own darkness, all I have is time to replay all the wrong I've done over and over in my mind, in my own prison, which is my broken heart. I deal with what I've done to myself, and that's the hardest part. In my own darkness, I said I'm sorry a million times. Ooh. Hey, in my own darkness.
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, we have some powerful music to go along with this powerful story.
Wow, yes, that was amazing. I felt that from the beginning to the end. Like the words,
Absolutely.
like it
Thank
just
you.
I love it.
And I don't know if
sorry?
it's me, but I ain't heard nothing. I say I ain't heard nothing. I'm just sitting here watching everybody bob their head, but I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah, it was playing. I think it's your connection. You're going in and out.
It's definitely your connection. Was that you, Lovell? Singing?
No, that was me. I wrote and produced it. That's the artist we're working on. We have various artists on the soundtrack. Some people you may know and some people you don't know yet. But it's going to be very powerful.
Wow. Yeah, that right there already is definitely.
I like that, girl. I love that.
Well, once again, guys, thank you so much for coming on the show, for keeping it real. I mean, the show is called Real Recognize Real, so we want to make sure we continue to support you guys in any way that we can. So don't be a stranger. You're now family. Everybody that comes on become family. So
absolutely.
Best of luck.
Absolutely.
Everything.
We got to get Carey on when he's not sick, so everybody can see your wonderful face.
Yes.
Absolutely. We'll be back soon.
And to answer your, yeah, most definitely. And to answer your question, Birdman, no, I rap, but I write R&B as well. So
okay.
That me and Bill and teamed up and I got it in me too.
Okay, great. So let me ask
absolutely.
You, when R. Kelly first came out with public announcement, you got that vibe? Were you in any of those videos back in the 90s? Were you in some of the stuff?
I was in.
Well, we can't hear you, Carey.
You going out?
Well, yeah. So what we? Hey, Carey, get rid of that Boost Mobile. We keeping it real.
This is my iPad. I don't understand. I'm looking at the bars and see everything is up there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah, but it's sometimes when you have a lot of connection to your internet in the house. So if you got cell phones that's connected, you got laptops, you got TVs, it interferes. So sometimes that happens. So you kind of got to disconnect things so
everything.
It can be, yeah. But anyway,
she said Boost Mobile. I ain't forget, Francella. You said Boost Mobile like I need a jump or something. Like I got you. I see you now, but don't trip when I come back on you now. But no. I just thought she said Boost Mobile.
Hey,
that was a good one there.
It's nothing but love, Carey. It's nothing but love. Nothing but love. Thank you guys.
I know. That's why I'm laughing. I'm laughing. I needed that laugh.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. Until next time. Take
care.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye. That was awesome, right, Birdman?
Yeah. Fran, we did it. We rolled. I think you did a beautiful job with the interview. I was so on pins and needles because I didn't know what to say, and I didn't want us to be like Jaguar writing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I don't want to see like we were like throwing them. Not saying that she do that because I love her and I don't want that to be misconstrued, but I didn't want to say too much, ask too much, and it was something.
Yeah. So we our time is up, but we did have some hood news for you guys. I don't know. Should we show this one hood news?
Yeah, oh my God, please. Yeah, Fran, please. The one that the thing.
Yeah. All right.
So because I think that is absolutely crazy.
It is crazy. We can't spend a lot of time on it, but y'all need to see it.
It'll speak for itself.
This is insane. This is the new Barbie. Here we go, y'all. I'm gonna share the commercial. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, Fred.
Let me share this commercial.
For our hood news, this is bananas.
BBL Brittany. Just add water in the back.
Splash it in and watch it go.
And her bounce gets ready to juggle.
Whoa, that looks so cool.
BBL Brittany comes with brush and heels. Each
BBL Brittany.
Isn't that crazy, y'all? Can you believe that's bananas? That's
BBL Brittany. Did y'all see that? You put water in the back of her booty and it shakes.
And wait a minute, BBL is Brazilian butt lift. Am I saying it right? Is that
I think
Brazilian
so. I don't know.
Booty Brazilian booty lift, or what is a BBL? I don't know
listen, I don't know.
But just the fact that the Dow baby got one is crazy.
It's insane. Why would that even be on the market? Because these children already have low self-esteem. Yes. Now they think that everybody is supposed to get it. It's sad. That's just sad. We're gonna have to table that, okay? But when Lynette come back on the show, we're gonna
revisit it. We're gonna revisit that. We're gonna definitely revisit that, friend.
Wait. Did y'all see it? Wait. You gotta see this. Wait.
Yes, that's crazy. I can't believe it.
I just can't.
I cannot believe it.
Let's see.
BBL Brittany. Just add water in the back.
Splash it in and watch it go.
And her bounce gets ready to juggle.
Whoa, that looks so cool.
BBL Brittany comes with brush and heels. Each.
I'm floored. I'm just floored.
Brand, I can't. What are the people saying? Are you seeing the comments of people saying anything about this?
Saying ridiculous. Deanna is saying ridiculous. Tony is saying a BBL water twerking. That's ridiculous. Arlene is saying, was that for real or AI? You know, like, is it for real or is it an AI? I don't know. We need to do some investigating.
Would you buy that? So I know you're not going to buy it for Navy for Christmas.
Hell to the no. Hell to the no. You will not get anything like that. Can you imagine? We need to find out. Where did you find that from? Where did you get that commercial from?
No, somebody when you were saying the hood news, somebody sent it to me, and I had shared it on the story when you were talking about hood news. I said I got to get this to Franchella. This is crazy. This is crazy, and I wanted to get the other one with Fisher Price, My First Casket. And it got the dead baby in the casket. I got to send you that one too. And I'm like, oh my God, this is bananas. What are they doing?
I can believe. I mean, there are a lot of AI things out there. So thanks to Darlene who brought that up, because sometimes I see different things. My husband will show me different things. And I'm like, that's AI. You know what I mean? Like they be coming up with
commercials. That seemed like a real kid commercial, though.
No, it absolutely does. So
that didn't seem like it was AI. That seemed like a real kiddie commercial.
We brought it to you first. We will do some research on it. Yeah, we're going to table this, and we're going to show this again at our next show with Lynette to see.
She will bananas. If she ain't see it yet, she gonna flip.
Absolutely. But once again, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry if there was any technical difficulties with Carey's phone or with us freezing. I was getting a text that sometimes that we were also freezing. So this technology is crazy. I love it because we get to reach a broader audience. Yes. But sometimes it is what it is. But anyway, until next time, we out.
Yes, deuces.